want to say a few things to my beautiful and lovely daughter, and works for this union. She's a very caring, gallant, and gentle. You know, I took this very personally because I've known Helena for so long. This has been happening around my family, and I didn't give too much thought until I met a bunch of beautiful people yesterday. I found out how many other people had come out of town, and I realized, more importantly, how important this is for all of you. I want to thank you very much for coming and sharing this beginning with us. Thank you.
And now, a few words from our best man, Will.
Hi. How about that wedding? You guys may not know this, but I tend to consider myself a bit of a loner. I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack. When I met Uncle Brian, I knew he was one of my own, and my wolf pack, it grew by one. About a year ago, when Brian introduced me to Helena, and I thought, wait, could it be? And now I know that my wolf pack is complete. Three of us wolves traveling around Kansas in search of donuts and doggy daycare. So tonight, I make a toast. A toast to Brian and Helena's marriage.
I don't know, Derek, I don't know. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Helena's sister, Adrian. And I really want to thank all of you for joining us. I know it means so much to both Brian and Helena to be able to be surrounded by all their loved ones. Next, the toast. I hate talking in front of people. And I worried about, am I going to say something inappropriate or freeze up a stage fright? But to be completely honest, I made a promise. And really from that promise, the toast wrote itself. So here we go. Several years ago, I went to go visit my grandfather in the hospital. And it was one of those afternoons where we just both talked about everything. And suddenly he became really serious. And he said, Adrian, I realize that I will never get to see Helena get married. So you need to make me a promise. Give her the same piece of advice I gave to you on your wedding day. I promise. Nearly 9 years ago, Peter and I got married. And after the ceremony and all the photos, we had the reception. And the very first person we run into is my Grandpa Davis. He congratulates us. We thank him for being part of our day. And Peter asked him, Sir, do you have a piece of advice so that Adrian and I may have the same type of long and loving marriage you share with Catherine? I looked Peter in the eye, his hand on his shoulder, and he said, tell her you love her every day. On the good days, the bad days, and all the days in between, tell her you love her. For nothing else matters but the love you share with one another. So Helena, I'm delivering on my promise. Tell Brian you love him every day. On the good days, the bad days, and all the days in between, tell him you love him. For nothing else matters but the love you share with one another. Congratulations. I love you both. Now this lovely lady has a few things she'd like to say. Great.
Okay, well mine is and nothing as good as Will's speech either. For I am a love lift. I'm just gonna have a really bad Oscar speech, so here we go. I just want to thank everyone for coming. Never in my life have I had so much love and support from all my friends and family, and it's been an amazing experience. And thank you for coming. Oh my gosh. Okay, so first I want to thank the out-of-towners, the Bergstrom family who came from Alabama.
Woo!
I'm so excited to be part of your family. And I mean, you guys are hilarious. Every time we're joking, and I'm a kidder too, so I love it. And then the Bergstrom family from Virginia. Thank you.
Woohoo!
And then Susie and Jeff. Susie and Jeff. Jeez. Part of my life from I was 2 years old to 7. No, but big part from those years. And they really were. Susie was like a second mother. Jeff was like a second father. And they took care of me, and it was wonderful. And trips with Jeff, because we had very, very small little trips with Jeff. Whenever, because Susie was the one that took care of us mostly. But Jeff would take us on on like little trips during the day, and he'd take us to Wendy's, and he'd roll up to the window and he'd say, "You guys take big bills?" And he'd pull out a bill this big. And then he would do wheelies in the parking lot afterwards. It rocked. And so thank you so much for coming. I love you guys. It's wonderful. All right, what else? Thank you for all the financial support that we've gotten from everybody. Thank you so much. I'm not going to go through the whole list because it's large. Everyone is so wonderful. Derek made the wonderful Ferris wheel out there in the lobby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I want to thank you, my sister, for being part of this wedding and dealing with my many breakdowns. And you're so lovely. And that speech I can't even compare to. I want to thank my mother for me.
Woo, Susie!
She is what made this wedding possible. So it's beautiful because of her. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. I didn't do anything today. Except drink champagne. And then finally, I forgot to thank you. Thank my wonderful, wonderful husband.
Yeah! Woo!
Thank you for marrying me. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. Oscar speech over.
I didn't have any words prepared, but I would like to offer a toast to everyone. So if you would raise your glasses. Thank you for coming. A more joyous occasion have I yet to imagine. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you, Deanna, for having the wedding and making it possible.
So, how about we get this party started?